That makes me know that we had the right idea in the beginning.
All right,
and we
let's
just
go.
Maintain our focus and elevate. We update our formulas. We have certain formulas, but we update.
Right. Yo, what up? What's good? What's really good? Yo, let's go. Sunday night, 9:30. What is the word? Yo, what's going on? What's up, folks? Vanessa B, what's good? Annie, what's going on? JL Campbell, what's the good word? What's going on, guys? Nicolette, no fucking sex talk with your buddy in here. What the fuck? Sauce! Yo, Samara, what's good? Jocelyn, what's good? K-Space, what's good, fam? Yo, what's the good word? Yo, what up? Kate, Carver's Bodyguard, what's good? A Love for Life. It's Sus in the building, late night jabronis on the fucking gram, son. Yo, what's the good word? Bringing the energy at 9:30 at night on Sunday. Everybody in here, what is the word? What's the word? Slices, what's up, dog? What's the good word? Don't give me a heart attack, fam. I'll try not to kill anybody tonight. Kate, what up? Jess, what up? Tortor, Benton, what's the good word? Big Blue, let's go! Here we go, let's go! Zippity zip zip. What the fuck's going on? Moonful Mama, what's good? What's good? Point God, what's good? Tiana, what's good? Megan Anita, what's good? Slizy's in the building. Callie, what's up, fam? V, Nessie V, what's the good word? We got 100 motherfuckers in this room! What? That's what's up. Yo, that's what's really good. 103 people. Yo, Henchcliffe's back in the shit again. That's what's up. 104 people. Shanghai Joe. Yo, it's crazy out there on the streets. People are getting fucking nuts. RBG with the craziness. Everybody's going insane, smashing windows and shit. Shit is crazy out there. It's a bonkers ass world, fam. We gotta stay vigilant. We need to remain vigilant. Jesus, Christmas. I got a couple good questions for today, and I'm gonna take questions from you guys. I appreciate you being here. That's what's really good. I know we got jabronis only in here. That's what's up. King Cornell, what's good? Megan, what's up? Yo, Slay Queen. That's what's really good. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yo, I hope you guys took notice. I've been absolutely crushing and shredding it on these videos as of late. I've been really going in. Today's video I thought was quite good. I went off on the blue check marks and all of their preposterous bullshit because they're so insane and everything that they're saying is so ridiculously redonk, and just trying to spread the word of freedom, spread a little bit of pro-America juice out there while everybody is going absolutely fucking insane. Tune into the radical left on Twitter, and it's just a hot garbage fire, absolute trash. Julie, what up? Sarah, what's going on? I appreciate it. Yo, I did this in the last live stream, and I thought it was kind of interesting. If anybody wants to post where you're watching from, give me a state, give me a city. It's really it's really interesting to see where everybody is tuning in from. It's so awesome how this spans all across the United States and across the world. It's super awesome. I know we got New York in the building. That's what's going on. What's up, Deb? That's what's up, Caitlin. What's going on? Let's go. Denver in the building. What's up, Monster Energy? That's the good word. Yo, unfortunately, New York, Tennessee, Chicago, California. Yo, we got the whole squad in here. Amarillo, Texas, shitty California. It's unfortunate. Boston in the building. Australia, yo, what's up? Welcome. Scottsdale in the building. NJ in the building. That's what's good. The Dirty Jers. How do you guys feel about that? I'm increasing taxes on the wealthy. That's a fucking bad idea. Anybody that increases taxes is generally bad, gives more money to the bureaucracy, generally bad thing. Even though you may not be a millionaire, you should not support shit like that. There are a lot of other ways to raise money, and what it's only going to do is drive people out of that state. Bad idea. Bad idea. You can't wield power like that. That's not how it works. You got to let the free market be the free market. A lot of people are going to leave. We got North Carolina, New York, Tennessee, California. Fullerton, that's what's up. So first off, I want to say, number one, thank you so much for being in here. There's 113 people watching right now. I appreciate that so much. I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate your precious time and attention. Thank you so much. Secondly, I want to thank everybody for commenting on all the videos that I've been posting lately. I really, really appreciate all of the comments. I really appreciate all of the hearts. I appreciate the DMs. I appreciate most. I appreciate you tagging your friends, tagging Donnie, tagging Donald Trump Jr., and reposting my IGTV videos to your story. I have 13,000 followers. Maybe by the end of this feed, I'll have 14,000. Let's go, gang, invite your friends. But you reposting my IGTV stories to your story is the reason why I have 13,000 followers and I can get 20,000 views. That is almost double the amount of people that follow me watching the videos every single day. And every new video that I add, I'm getting sometimes 20 to 25,000 views a day on new videos. That's not even counting the old videos. In the last 7 days alone, I've probably put up 140,000 views of all my videos, of the last 10 videos on Instagram alone. If you were to add all of them in total, you're talking like maybe 200 to 250,000 views. And if you expand that out over the course of a month, you're talking 1 million views a month. And I'm just getting started, and that's the beauty of you guys resharing it and tagging your friends. That's what's up, and that's how this page is growing. So I appreciate you guys so much doing that. And I notice every single one, and it's getting kind of hard now to respond to every DM. I'm doing the best that I can, but it is getting difficult because it takes so much time. So if you do want to send me a DM, I do appreciate if you make it short and concise and to the point. Don't send me 10 posts in a row. And although I do appreciate the reactions that are sent to me in DM, something like just a smiley face or a heart or whatever else, it's hard because I have to sift through those. So try to keep the messages to a direct message. Otherwise, show love publicly on the page. Write a comment, tag it, share it. I am looking at every single thing that every single person is posting. Trust me, I literally read every single comment. I read every single DM. I read and watch every single share. I literally am paying an insane amount of attention to this. So please let it be known that I am seeing what you're doing. And I so appreciate it so much. You guys are fucking awesome. I never would have thought that I would be able to get 113 people in a fucking live. I never thought that I would be able to post a video that would get viewed 47,000 times in a couple of days. I certainly didn't think that I'd be able to put a video up and in 1 hour it would have 1,900 or 2,000 views. And the video that I posted yesterday, the second one, had 2,000 views in 60 minutes. And when you total up the total amount of minutes, human watched minutes, you're talking like tens of thousands, 100,000 hours of Bobby Sauce's stupid face has been viewed in the last month. And that is just absolutely amazing. And it's because you guys are reposting and sharing the post. And most importantly, I see all of you guys tagging your friends. And that is a handoff referral. That's better than any ad could ever do. That's better than anything I could even do on my own. You doing those hand-to-hand referrals, messaging it to other people, tagging your friends and being like, yo, you got to watch this. That is the key to this getting out there. And I hope that you think that the message that I'm putting out is of value. I hope that you're enjoying it. It appears that lots of people are getting a lot of joy from it. I'm having fun. You're having fun. And that's the name of the game. So I'm going to keep doing this as much as I possibly can. And I appreciate you guys so much. So I got a couple questions in the DMs before I got on here. So I'm going to answer a couple of questions, and I'm also going to answer questions from here in the comments. So if anybody wants to hit me with a question real quick before I get started on the ones that were DM'd to me, hit it now. Send me a question right now. Slut! Let's go, Queens! Let's fucking slut! Come on. Do I think a Cuban-American female judge, Barbara, will be Donnie's choice? I don't know, but I did see that he has a short list. And that list only included one female, and he suggested and said that he was going to have a female. So the woman that is on that list, who I believe was on TV today, seems to me like that's the most likely. I don't have an inside track to know anything beyond what you guys know, but I would assume that she is probably the one. And I did a little bit of research on her last night, and I noticed that she is a strict constitutionalist. She's all about the interpretation of what the Constitution was originally meant to be, and I think that that's a good thing on the Supreme Court right now. So I think Donnie's going to do that. So I'm definitely onto that team. What do I think the left will do when Trump is reelected? Probably freak the fuck out. Can the Democrats do anything about the justice nomination? I don't believe so. I mean, I don't know all the specifics of how it works, but I'm quite certain that he's going to appoint someone. It's going to get pushed through the Senate. And that's it, doggy. I'm sure they're going to fucking put him on TV and parade him through town and tell him he's a piece of shit. Tell her she's a fucking piece of scrap, which is horrendous. If anybody saw how Brett Kavanaugh was treated, what a disaster. Absolutely horrendous. Super sad. And look, we just have to keep spreading the word of the truth. We got to open up conversations with people. What up, New Zealand? That's what's good. We got to open up the conversations with as many people as we possibly can and try to change minds and try to get people that aren't thinking about voting or just like Trump's a racist, and try to open conversations with them. And if you want me to do the speaking for you, just hit a @TakeNaps and tag Bobby Sauce in that shit, and let's get people to vote. Let's get people to vote in this election. I think that that's important. I think you guys can obviously see which side I'm leaning towards. I think Sleepy Joe's a bag of rocks, so I think that we got to go Donnie 2020. I think that's the move, fam. I think that's the most certain way to withhold as much of our freedoms as possible. Do I agree with every single thing that Donald Trump does? Absolutely not. Do I agree with every single one of Donald Trump's policies? Absolutely not. But I certainly think that he's better than Sleepy Joe, and I think in this certain two-party system that we currently have at this moment, that is the most logical pick for the cause of freedom. So that's my call. No, I have not always been on Team Red. I voted for Obama in 2008. I have a video about it called Who is Bobby Sauce, I think. Look back through my Instagram, and I talk about this at length. So I talk about my whole story, how I came to learn all this shit, how I came to be interested in this stuff, and I talk about how I originally voted for Obama. Because I thought that was a step forward for the nation. I didn't want people to be I didn't want them to be oppressed. I thought it was the right move. And yeah, that's absolutely right. You should be voting Republican senators. You should be voting Republicans in the House. And generally speaking, I do think that the Republican side, the conservative side, the libertarian side is the way that I lean. I think you would be a fool to take a side on a position before you know all the facts. So I'm not just like blindly Republican. I would consider myself to be more libertarian, smaller government, more freedom to the people. So it just so happens to be that Donnie Ball game is the best candidate available to us at this time. So that is the way that I'm leaning, and I think he's doing a hell of a good job. Do I agree with the way that he says some shit? No, but at the same time, like, I'm not electing a best friend. I'm electing a policy maker. I'm electing a leader, and I'm electing somebody that I think is going to do the best at defending our freedom. And that ultimately is the most important thing that you can possibly do. Defend our freedom, defend our rights, and keep the country safe as best you can. Support the military, support the police, support the first responders, support the fire departments, smaller government, lower taxes, fucking A. I don't understand how anybody could just be like, yeah, let's vote for Sleepy Joe and get our taxes raised. Oh, only on people that make over $400,000. You know how fucking hard you have to work to make $400,000 a year? Fucking hard. And I can tell you this, that shit ain't easy. And if it was easy, everybody would be making $400,000. You're going to go and punish those fucking people for busting their fucking ass, for busting their hump to make $400,000? That sounds a little bit like fucking jealousy, you motherfuckers. So I think that shit is absolutely preposterous. Supporting raising taxes on just about anybody is a hot bag of shit. So look, you may not be a millionaire, you may not make $400,000 a year, but you should not be pro-government charging more taxes. They are already doing a bag of shit job at managing the money that they already take from us, that you absolutely should not be giving them more of your hard-earned money. All right. I'm going to answer some settle for Biden. I know it's crazy. So all right. So I'm going to answer a couple of questions from the whatever the fuck, the question Q&A Jabrons. All right, first question. Danny Pant 5. How many times have you been arrested? You know what? I am proud to say that I have never been arrested. Not one time, not never. I have never been arrested in my entire life. I've never had the police or anybody put me in handcuffs. Although, when I was a teenager, I did get community service for cyberbullying. There was a kid in my school that always liked to stoke the flames, and he was giving one of my specific friends a really hard time. So I went on AOL. AOL was a thing at the time, and I made my AOL profile like a parody of him, and I just said all types of really mean, very not nice things about him on my AOL profile. And they screenshotted it, called the police, and I had to do 15 hours of community service when I was 13. And I learned a valuable lesson. And you know what? I shouldn't have done that. But I was young. The internet was, I thought I was just talking to my buddies. You know, and every other person said the same shit, if not worse, or we're getting fights at school. And I was like, let me just post it online. And that was the way that I decided to handle it. It wasn't a good look. Right now, I'd be on the fucking front page of the Preposterous Post for cyberbullying. I'd be a demon. When in actuality, I was a 13-year-old dude that just didn't know how else to dog this kid. So that's what I did. So anyway, but I didn't get arrested for that. They called my dad up. They called my parents up, and they left a voicemail. It was like, "Hi, this is Trooper Ganser and fucking whatever the fuck. Can you please come down to the police station?" And I was just like, oh no. So we were at church. My dad called and checked the messages, and we went there after church. We get to the police station, and I didn't know I knew it was going to be about this particular AOL profile. We get to the police station, and the guy I made 4 separate profiles over the course of a couple of weeks. And they printed out all 4 of these AOL profiles that I made to make fun of this kid. And they printed them out and handed them to my parents as we walked in the room. Didn't say anything. They were like, here's why you're here. They gave them the 4 profiles. And I swear to God, my parents looked at me and they were like, where did you learn? Because it was like extremely slanderous. And at the time, it was like really bad. Like, your mom sucks dicks and your dad fucking this. And it was not good. Anyways, they were like, where did you learn this? And I swear to God, I was like, MTV. I was like Eminem and MTV. Fucking lies! I fucking learned that shit from just being a fucking person alive on Earth from the internet. I certainly didn't learn it from MTV, but I was like, MTV. Blame MTV. That is a true story, but I did not get arrested for that. Sorry for partying. Do you think AOC should do adult films or go back to bartending? That's a stupid question. No, she shouldn't do either of those things. No. I mean, I get it, but like, no. Paulie Cooks, I'm bummed I'm missing it again because of work. Well, I post these online, so you're not going to miss it. So when you see this Paulie Cooks, next time, ask a real question and I'll answer it, dog. Yo, the developer, do you think Pelosi stands a chance at re-election on November 3rd? I certainly fucking hope not! How many things does this chick have to do to fucking make people be like, let's get this swamp monster out of the GD swamp fam? Like, what the fuck? What does she have to do? She has to like headbutt like an infant child before they're like, you know what, maybe it's time for Pelosi to take a fucking hike. Pound sand, jabroni. We're fucking done with you. You look like a monster. You're a garbage person, and you're an absolute hypocrite piece of hot trash. How you guys liking so far? Did I shower for you? Yeah, I did. That is exactly what I did. Amanda Williams, are you worried about the threats of civil war if Trump wins in November? Frightening to think. I think those are idle threats by a bunch of fucking keyboard warriors. I think they're mostly fucking full of shit, as I have alluded to in my videos in the last couple of days. Yeah, I didn't shave this time because I was fucking bleeding the other time, and I felt like a Jabron James. I kept rubbing my face. It looked like I had a fucking a disorder. I was like, fuck, I'm fucking bleeding on here. I was pissed. It made me look like I was like sad or fucking like I had a chin fucking issue. That was not good. So I'm not shaving before any lives. No, I'm not worried about this threat of civil war. I think that a lot of that is just idle threats. You know how many fucking people said if Donald Trump gets elected, I'm moving to Canada, I'm moving to Dubai, I'm moving to wherever, insert whatever the fuck. Those people are full of shit. Those are idle threats. They didn't go anywhere. That's a fucking lie. Civil war, my fucking dick. Dude, we got fucking heat-seeking weapons and shit. You really fucking think these people are gonna die for a Supreme Court or I think that's a lot of hot breath bullshit rhetoric. I don't think anybody's gonna do a whole lot of jack shit. Here's the other thing, like civil war is not the solution in today's modern world. Like, there's a lot of other ways that you can create social movements and get petitions signed and go to court and speak out and get your voice known. And there's a lot of ways that you can rally the troops, so to speak, no pun intended, to get people to agree. And here's, the best way to rally the troops: get your fucking person elected in November. Bitch, you got 2 months. Like, you got not even 2 months, but you got 40 fucking days. I'm gonna have a civil war. Instead of a civil war, you fucking asshats, maybe you should, like, I don't know, go get people to support your fucking half-dead candidate. Prop them up like Weekend at Burns and fucking get them in there. If you're so fucking worried about civil war, you're gonna grab your musket and fucking run into the forest and start popping off shots and packing them down. Like, give me a fucking break. And absolutely zero people are going to do that. You know what's going to happen is that's going to make young, impressionable people that haven't got shit to do, that need to kind of maybe get a grip real quick. Maybe those dudes that are all angsty and fucking worked up are going to go out and start fighting each other, smashing car windows of private citizens' fucking cars. You fucking dumb. So that shit is super fucking dumb. Here's a fucking news flash. If you were going to have a civil war, you wouldn't post about it on Twitter, bitch. You would fucking strap up and go. I don't know. You certainly wouldn't be like, that's the war. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. Hey, what do I know? I just don't fucking think that's gonna happen. I think a small group of jabrons in a bunch of cities are gonna go around yelling shit, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Have you seen all these fucking lib women screaming in people's face? Oh yeah, you're doing God's work. Yeah, the fascists. Like, okay, like, this is the best way to do it. You know what's the best way? You know what's the best way to fucking make your fucking voice heard? This shit! The thing in your fucking pocket, the phone. If your fucking voice resonated like that, you think the best way to do it is to go down the street in your local neighborhood where 100 people can hear and just fucking yell and carry a sign and fucking scream? The real fucking protest is on here. The messaging, the people, the distribution around the whole fucking planet, the distribution around everything. You want to make a movement? Start in your pocket, you fucking idiots. What the fuck? You know how difficult it is to go on Instagram Live? Swipe, press. That was really difficult. But no, let's grab our musket and run down to the fucking Walgreens. We're going to take over the Battle of Walgreens on 1st and 2nd Avenue. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. That shit is super dumb as fuck. Republic of Beth, not relevant to current events, but did you ever swim in that pool? Yeah. You mean the pool from the photo earlier? Yes, I swam in that pool. Come on, Beth. Give me some hard hitters. For McGuire's, help me find some work from home suggestions. Upwork.com. Go on Upwork. Work from home, Upwork. Or go on Facebook Marketplace. Or just use Gagal. There's plenty of things on the Gagal. Come on. This is the thing that blows my mind, and like I forget about it sometimes, even as an internet nerd. Every question that you could possibly want answered, for the most part, is on the Gagal. Just hit the Gagal. Go on Gagal and be like, what can I do to work from home? Here's the other thing. Think about something that you can do remotely that would have value to someone in the world. I like to write. If I wanted to work from home and I didn't know what to do, I would write for a living. There's a website called crowdcontent.com. Crowd Content. You can go on Crowd Content and you could write for money. You could write 5 cents a word, 10 cents a word. Yo, Tommy, what's good? What happened to Pelosi this morning? I don't know. I've been fucking saucing it up. I went to the beach today. I don't know what happened to Pelosi. You gotta tell me. I have no idea. I'm just gonna hit the. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my own advice and just hit a Gagal for the Pelosi. Pelosi won't rule out using impeachment option to stop Trump's Supreme Court hit. Support pick. Pelosi's full of shit. I wish she would shut the fuck up already. She's off her fucking rocker. She needs to go home and do some knitting or something. We're done with that shit. Yo, for anybody that doesn't already, go follow Tommy Vexed. Go follow Tommy Vexed. He's here in the chat at Tommy Vexed. Big supporter of Bobby Sauce. Mad love for this dude. Fucking killing it. Really appreciate him. Please go follow Tommy Vexed. Listen to Bad Wolves music. Fucking boss right there. Swamp Monty. All right. Bo Daniels 10. How can we show the Democrats that they don't have to hate this country like the left does? I don't know. I don't know that I don't necessarily know that they hate the country. What I think is that they feel like all of the inequities that could possibly happen in this country deserve the country deserves to be blamed for all of those things. Yo, here's a newsflash. The world isn't fair. And no matter what, it's never going to be fair. It's getting better and better by the year. It's getting better and better by the month, by the day. But it's never going to be fair. The world isn't fair. That's the whole point. That's the yin and yang of life. That's duality. That's the lesson that this life gives us. Shit ain't fair. You got to protect your fucking neck. You got to do the best that you can to live your life. You got to do the best you can to help the people around you. But it's never going to be completely all the way fair. You just got to do the best you can. But hating the country or blaming the country for X, Y, or Z inequity is fucking dumb and counterproductive. I wish that more people would believe in America and not hate on it. Case Face 78. Feeling a huge proven exposure of many on the left is coming, like major jail time. Your thoughts? I don't know. I find that these politicians don't usually go to fucking jail very often, so I wish Billy the Diddler would go to jail. I think there's more than enough evidence that Billy the Diddler is a straight up diddler. So if he's walking the streets free and fucking Hill Dog is walking the streets free. And look, here's the other thing. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but all evidence suggests, but I don't know. I mean, we got to believe in the justice system, but Billy the Diddler, dude. Billy the Diddler. He's done some diddling. Oh, you're just going to fly on Epstein's jet 27 times, get pictures of all these chicks? Okay. All these accusations. Let's take a look at the track record, fam. Okay, what's up, Ladona? When the BS is over and Mussolini gets recalled, you should move to Cali. Hell the fuck no. I will absolutely not move to Cali. Have you ever seen the fucking... Have you ever seen what they say there? Here's the other thing. No sweat on California. I love California. It's a great place. I really do like it a lot. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But you know what I like about South Florida? One, it's beautiful here. The weather is warmer here. It's certainly warmer here than it is in any place in California. That is without a shadow of a doubt. There's a lot of vacation stuff here. So there's lots of really nice hospitality, restaurants, shows, concerts, nightclubs. It's a beautiful place to live. And a lot of fun things are happening all the time. You can live really close to the beach without spending $1 quadrillion. The ocean water in South Florida is the warmest ocean water in the United States of America. Look it up. On the southeastern coast of the United States, South Florida's ocean water is the warmest, statistically warmest of any ocean water in the United States. The water in California is very cold, even in San Diego. Even in the dead of the summer, the water is cold. The water here is warm like a bath water. It's beautiful. I love the moisture in the air. I like the humidity, even though a lot of people think it's hot garb. But I love living in South Florida, so I'm staying here. No property taxes. This place is fucking awesome. So, Joe, why aren't you on Twitter? Look, I don't have enough time in the day to do every single thing, so that's why I'm not on Twitter. But it seems like a hot flaming dumpster a lot of the times, and it seems like it's just too much. I feel like I'm gonna play here. I like it here. I don't like the idea that I could be censored for farting in the wrong direction. So I just don't. I don't know. I may end up on Twitter as a means to an end, but it certainly is not something that's high on the priority list at this present time. Even though maybe I should for a career. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick here. I like this. I like Facebook. I like YouTube. Twitter's, I don't know. It's garbage. I mean, yes, Lisa. I meant no state income tax. There's obviously federal income tax. And yes, I'm from Connecticut. If somebody asked that, I'm originally from Connecticut, not New York. Let's see. Jess Hub. I love Trump, but I also have a hard time defending his previous sexual misconduct. How do you? Look, there's no evidence that he hadn't had sexual misconduct. Somebody in a position of authority, especially somebody that's rich or somebody that's in a prominent position, especially one that everybody fucking hates, is going to get accused of sexual misconduct just because. That's just the nature of the game. Biden's been accused of sexual misconduct. Brett Kavanaugh, for the love of Christ, that guy was accused of sexual misconduct. That guy's the most straight-edge dude that maybe ever existed in the fucking history of time. He's got calendars going back 50 years. I think that a lot of these sexual misconduct allegations are hard to prove, and that's sad for all the women out there that have had issues with that. And I feel absolutely horrible for them. And I certainly do believe that they deserve to speak up. But I think that a lot of these things are really hard to prove, which is just an unfortunate reality of life. And I think that there's no concrete evidence that he actually did commit any sexual misconduct in the past. There's a few people that have made accusations, but he certainly didn't get brought to any court of law. So I don't know that his theoretical sexual misconduct needs to be defended or should be part of the conversation. I think that generally speaking, a lot of people get accused of things like that. And if it can't be proven, unfortunately, it's hard to say like, oh, but what about this? Could some of it be true? Certainly it could, but I don't know. And I don't necessarily think that it needs to be defended unless it's proven. And that's unfortunate. And you could say that I'm a white male or whatever, but look, everybody deserves the presumption of innocence. Everybody deserves the presumption of innocence. And that's it. Tone Barone, I consider myself a Democrat, but the left has fallen off the deep end. How can I be both? I don't know. How can I be both? I don't know. But here's the thing. If you're you're a Democrat. What does that mean? Like, really, though, what does that mean? Does that mean you always vote for only Democrats? I don't consider myself to be anything. And I think that maybe we should all maybe not consider ourselves to be anything. You should vote based on the individual issues and the person that you think is most equipped to do that job at the same time. A love for life. Do you think Hillary will go to jail in our lifetime? Nope, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. I think it probably would be appropriate if she did, but I don't think that she will, sadly. She's too intertwined with the old deep state. But I don't know. It's hard to prove those things, and I don't know. Yeah, we should all be independent. I agree with that. I don't think anybody should take a position on something before they know the facts and details of the issue. All right. Skull Princess, who is the picture on the wall in your kitchen? I think you mean the picture that's over there. That's my brother. Skull Princess, how do your parents feel about what's happening in America right now? They think it's crazy. They definitely think that it's nuts. And I think that at a certain point in life, we probably all will get there where it's just like, if it, maybe it doesn't affect your immediate life. And it's like, sometimes you just want to live, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Me, I'm young. I see a lot of time in the future. And if I can even affect positively whatever is going on in the slightest way, then I would love to be a part of that and do that. I'd love to give back to the country that's given me so much. So that's how I justify paying attention to all this. Plus, I think that understanding the government is important to understanding money. And understanding money is important to getting more of it. And I believe that money is a tool of freedom, an instrument of freedom. So to me, the most important thing in my life is to be free. So in my quest for freedom, I know that I need finances in order to be as free as possible. So if I can understand money and have love and passion for money, like anyone would have love or passion for painting or pottery or whatever else, if you have a love and a passion for something, the amount of it that you have grows. So I have a passion for money, the economy, business, and the government, so that I can understand how to get more money, how to help more people, how to flourish, and how to be as free as possible. And that's why I pay attention, because I want to be more free and I want to be protected. And quite frankly, I want the country to end up better, and I want the world to be a better place when I leave it than it was when I got here. And if I can do that in my own little way, and if this is one way of doing it, great. I'm going to do the best that I can. And look, I'm not the best that's out there. There's a lot of people that go and volunteer and do a lot of different things, and everybody has their path for what they think is the best way that they can give back. And I think that I have an idea of what mine is and how I can do it. And this is just one of a variety of reasons how I'm trying to go and do that. I love helping people that want to help themselves. I find that to be really important to me. As much as I think that it would be important to go to the soup kitchen and hand out soup, I think a lot of people can do that, and I think that that's amazing, and that's a really great thing. I'd like to help people that are struggling to start a business. I'd like to people that are struggling to make their lives better. Not that those people are not, but I would love to contribute at that part of the game versus maybe some others. And look, everybody's going to have their position where they think that they fall in and where they can contribute. So that's how I would like to do it, and that's kind of where I'm at this current juncture. Let's see. All right, I got a few more. Any other questions here in the chat? Trump is gonna wreck Biden online. That debate. Oh my God, I can't wait for that debate. Donnie's gonna clown Sleepy Joe. Oh my God, that is gonna be a massacre. Holy giblets, that's gonna be off the walls, fam. I cannot wait to see that. Deb Normie, are you originally from New York? You have to be. No, I'm from Connecticut. Courtney Country PRNCS, Country Pernuckins. Could you discuss the importance of the Supreme Court of the United States? I think that the Supreme Court is extremely important because they have lifetime appointments, and the decisions that they make ripple through society for a really, really, really long time. So I do think that it is extremely, extremely important. And like, I don't think that Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a bad person. And like, quite frankly, I don't know enough about all of her individual decisions to say that. I certainly am not going to say she was evil or bad. I think that I probably disagree with some of her decisions, but here's the other thing. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't read the whole details. I understand her perspective. And just because that she has that perspective and I have my own doesn't make it wrong. And I give the utmost respect to her and what she did. And I think that she's a heroic individual and she's deserving of our respect in lots of ways. I can disagree with her and still think that her decisions were not, they didn't align with me. But like, look at her relationship with what's his guts, with Antonin Scalia. I mean, they like completely disagreed on everything, yet they were like the best of friends. So I think that she absolutely and most certainly deserves our respect. I think she's a heroic figure in a lot of ways, and I give her a lot of props. I mean, she was a female in a male-dominated world, and she showed up. There's something to be said about a person that works until the day they die. I mean, that's pretty amazing. That's a heroic thing, and like this lady beat cancer twice, I think, and did not miss a single day on the bench. That's pretty interesting. Cancer twice, didn't miss a single day of work. That's pretty significant. You got to have respect for her in that regard. The other one that I heard was that the day after her husband died, she was at work. So it's really impressive, and you have to respect the integrity and the courage of that person to serve our country like that. And though I may or may not disagree with her on one thing or the other, she is most certainly deserving our respect, and I most definitely think she deserves a tremendous amount of honor. Jabam Bam says, how many friends and family have stopped talking to you because of your support of Donnie Ballgame? None yet. No family has stopped. I think that I definitely have some family members that strongly disagree with what I have to say, but that's okay. I think that my family unit is pretty strong, that I don't think that anything like that would ever come between us. So I certainly hope and don't think that that will happen. As far as friends are concerned, I don't know. Like, I haven't had friends just be like, fuck you, and just be like, we're not friends anymore. If they, unfollowed me on the gram, or they're not going to talk to me more often in the future, okay. But here's the thing. A real friend wouldn't do that to a real friend. We can disagree and still be friends. So if you're willing to chop our friendship as a result of a disagreement on some policy, then how good of a friend were you to begin with? I don't need you. Sorry, I don't need you. Look, when I turned 30, and I think when a lot of people turn 30, and that's not just 30, you have like this internal inventory of like what's happening in your life. Like, who do I talk to? Who do I spend time with? What am I doing with my life? I could die soon. I could die any day. I'm lucky to even make it to 30. Holy shit. I could have X, Y, or Z happen to me. And you start taking inventory of what happens. And instead of spending time on all these different things, you figure out how to spend time on only the most fertile and the juiciest things. And if I have to eliminate and lower the amount of people that I am in contact with as a result of that in order to get higher quality relationships, great. Because it's not about how many you have, it's about the quality. And a long conversation in depth is better than a bunch of surface level conversations. And like, I'm cool with a small circle. So if someone's going to not be my friend because of what I believe to be true, then that's not that good of a friend from to begin with. Billy Rose, do you think DJT is working to expose Gates, the WHO, and Fauci for trying to achieve the New World Order? I don't know. But what I do think is this. In the same way that I believe that there's a lot of bad things happening in the world, right? And I'm like, I want to fight for freedom. I want to fight for all of the terrible things that are happening in the world, of which there are numerous. I would like to do the best that I can to contribute back to help resolve those things. However, much like in business, in life, you have to prioritize. You only have so much time in the day. So what I'm trying to do is figure out how to prioritize my time so that I can tackle the things that I can make the biggest impact on first. Does DJT believe that Gates, the WHO, Fauci, whatever, is looking for this New World Order? Possibly. But does he believe that that is the highest and most imminent threat? Probably not. So that's the thing, is like he may believe all of those things, but you have to prioritize. That's the magic of business. And that's what a business person knows. They know that you only have a limited amount of time and you got to let the most important things rise to the top. So whether or not he's working to do that behind the scenes, I don't know. But I think that generally speaking, you have to prioritize, and maybe that is not the highest. That is not the highest and most immediate threat. Although it may be a threat, it may not be the most immediate one. So, that's that. Yes. Okay. Princess Pink Pretty says, "I love these facts. I love that you make these facts on the Dems so freaking hilarious. Keep it coming. Thank you very much. Appreciate that." It's hilarious all in itself. That's the thing. The jokes write themselves. I'm just like reacting. The thing that's crazy is like a couple of the videos that I've made, I've been like, all right, what am I going to talk about tomorrow? But some of them, they just hit me in the face like a bag of cheese. Like the fucking one I did today, I was like about to go out and go to the gym, and I'm like, God, this shit is so insane. And I just like took, you got to defend yourself. I would highly recommend, John Bartolo just did a podcast just a couple of days ago, and I would really suggest that you guys check this one out. And definitely go to the John Bartolo podcast and listen to the podcast that he did with me, and listen to the podcast and listen to the second podcast that he did with me as well. He's got 2 really good ones on there. But you guys should go. And listen to the September 9th John Bartolo show. Joanna Clodfelter from Vogue Defense US and USCCA. I would highly recommend that you go and listen to the podcast that he did with her. She has a really, really interesting story about the Second Amendment and how it involved her life. So I would highly suggest that you go and listen to that, and follow Joanna Clodfelter on Instagram. She's cool as fuck. And she's a really, really interesting person. I've had a couple conversations with her on the gram, and she's super awesome. So go and follow her and check her out. She's cool as fuck. And I think that the USCCA is doing some really good things too. So go follow her. Check out the USCCA, especially if you're interested in the Second Amendment or stuff like that. Hershey's tweets, "What kind of stall do you expect the Dems to make over a new nomination?" Probably as much of a stall as they possibly can. But here's the thing. I don't know that it's going to be able to hold it up, which is great. So I think that that's a good thing. Emily Bake Stuff. "Do you think the mask shit will end after the election? I'm tired of being one of the few vocal people talking about this." I certainly hope so. I do think that the temperature is going to go down quite a bit, especially if Donnie Ballgame gets in there. So I do think that it's going to come down drastically. But really, that's my fucking hope, because I'm fucking sick of going to the gym and sweating into this fucking face diaper and literally wringing out things and then having it be wet with sweat. It's fucking trash. And like, 2 towns over, you could go to the gym without one. This shit is preposterous. Absolute fucking horse shit. The statistics speak for themselves. This shit is dumb. It's like, you don't care about people. I don't think so. Who will be the first to complain when a new SCOTUS nomination is too soon? Already they're complaining. Lion Chuck Schumer is already complaining about it. Pelosi's complaining about it. They're all complaining about it, and I think that they're all gonna complain about it. And it's exhausting. Shit's trash. I mean, look, Donnie got elected whether they like it or not. The fact that he's going to choose one is because that's what more than half the country wants. So tough shit, fam. You guys should have thought about that 4 years ago, and you should have gotten the other 50% of the country that didn't vote. You should have got them to vote if you were so fucking passionate. Oh, now you're going to go burn everything to the ground? Fuck off. So such fucking sore losers is what it is. Sore losers. That's all the questions that I got. We still got 98 people in here. I've been going for, I don't even know how long. Looks like about 40 minutes or so. So I'll come and answer some questions if you guys got any here in the old comms. Bro, why you looking high as fuck? I'm not high. I actually stopped smoking weed a couple months ago, and I'm hitting, connecting dots. I used to love smoking weed. I used to smoke weed all the time. I used to smoke multiple times a day, but I stopped. You know what's interesting? Within a couple of weeks of stopping, I realized how clear my brain was hitting, and that was when these videos started to. So, where did I get this shirt? Ross. I got it at Ross. I went on a rave cruise called the Friendship. It's called the Friendship, a rave cruise in Miami. And one of the nights was like 70s or some shit. So I just went and bought this tie-dye fucking shirt. It says bad decisions and a guy drinking a beer and it's like blasting through his body. It was just like $8. Lots of laughs. Mine get wild when I stop late. You know, the thing that's crazy about, I said this on a previous podcast, and look, I smoked a lot for a really long time. I swear, my self-doubt would have taken me over with some of the videos that I've posted, and I would have developed an internal dialogue of fear and not abundance. And I would have probably removed some of the videos that I've posted for fear of them being stupid or no one's going to like it or someone's going to kill me or blah, blah, blah. And as a result, there wouldn't be 107 people in here right now. I wouldn't be putting up 100,000 views on new videos in a week. I wouldn't be putting up, I wouldn't be gaining followers at the clip that I've been gaining them. And look, I only have 13,900. I'm not doing anything special quite yet, but I'm getting a lot of feedback and I'm seeing lots of signals. And a lot of you guys seem to be enjoying it. And I mean, shit, if I have 13,000 followers for the rest of my life, that's still 13,000 individual human beings. That's a lot. That's an arena full of people. And if that many people are willing to listen to what I have to say, that's a win. And I do believe that Instagram will be around for a really long time. I do think that it'll be around for the foreseeable future. So this will live in effigy forever. And here's the other thing that's so crazy about the internet that always blows my mind. I mentioned this on the John Bartolo podcast. This content will outlive me. This content will outlive you. So what you're posting on there, imagine if 100 years from now, somebody went and looked at what you posted on Instagram in 2020. It certainly would be an interesting view. Like I would love to see what my grandfather would have posted when he was 20, especially if it was a video like this, a video talking, thoughts, what was on his mind, what he looked like. That would have been real gnarly to see. So just think about that when you're posting this stuff. Think about how this is going to live on forever. One of the things that I found to be really funny is I leave a lot of Google reviews. I don't know why, I just do. But I leave a lot of Google reviews, especially on places that I like. 99% of the time on places that I like. And I just think to myself, this review will last forever. I leave it for the zoo. If I went to the zoo and I like the zoo, I'm like, this was dope ass zoo, take a couple pictures of a few monkeys, whatever. And it's this will outlast my life. Google will be around when I'm dead. I'm very confident of that. Being an internet snard, I'm confident of that. So think about that when you post this stuff out here. It lasts for eternity. It's really interesting. Kind of makes you think twice about what you post. What we got going on in the chat here? I'm sorry that I missed some of these comments. You got the comments come in so fast that I miss a lot of them, and then the gram doesn't save those comments, so I don't actually get to see a lot of the things that you guys see. I'm watching it now, but when I'm just jazzing, jazz fingers, jazz hands, I miss a little bit of it. What is my favorite movie? That's an easy one. The Shawshank Redemption is my favorite movie of all time. The Shawshank Redemption, I think, is the best movie ever made. Thoughts on TikTok? Look, I think that I don't know what Donnie knows. I think that the fact that it was owned by the communist government and they had access to all this data is generally probably bad. I don't know to what degree that they had access, but it probably was bad. I don't know what he knows. That's something to consider. But I generally think that the president of the United States getting involved in a private company's affairs is a bad precedent to set, especially kind of forcing them to sell it or they get shut down. It sets a dangerous precedent, because imagine if that was Sleepy Joe at the wheel and he was shut down Instagram for fake news. You know what I mean? It sets a bad precedent, and I think that it's generally probably bad. However, I don't know what he knows, so I don't know. I don't have a TikTok. I think that here's the thing that I think about these platforms, especially TikTok. I like music. I love music, and making funny videos on TikTok would certainly be a cool thing. And it sounds like a cool place to interact, and I'm certainly for it. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to distribute thought. And is that the best platform for thought distribution? I don't know. It seems a little bit more like hot girls doing one of these and a fucking whatever the fuck and funny videos, which seems cool. But is it the best for thought distribution? I don't know. I'd rather be in a place that's more focalized around the thought and the distribution of free thought and the interaction of that versus here's me doing a dance to Britney Spears. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. Lexi, what up? Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome to the squad, dude. That's what's up. Good to see you in here. That's awesome. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. That's what's up. Lexi Solder, fucking boss person right there, and her husband, super boss. NFL star, highest paid NFL tackle in the NFL. Amazing dude. Does a lot of charity work. Just an amazing guy. Just look him up. Super awesome. And Lexi is absolutely boss. Known her since I was like probably 7 years old. Fucking amazing. An amazing group of people. I would highly suggest that you follow Lexi Solder and look up Nate Solder online. Fucking amazing guy. Gives a lot back. Very heroic cat, in my opinion. Ask a Biden supporter to tell you without mentioning Trump why they're voting for Biden. Betcha they can't. Yeah, true that. True that. Favorite music and artist? My favorite music is dance music, specifically bass music. I really love Bass Nectar. That would be my favorite artist of all time. He recently got so woke that he canceled himself, which is really unfortunate. But I really do like Bass Nectar. I like Grammatic. I love Grammatic. I think he's awesome. Another electronic dance music artist. I like Nora and Pure. I think she's got some really awesome music. I like Ravenscoon on SoundCloud. Party Favor. I really like a variety of different things, but I mostly listen to dance music. I really like Gangstar. I like a whole lot of New York rap, like Nas. Capone and Noriega are pretty awesome. Old school Jadakiss is pretty cool. Slick Rick is boss. I'm all about that stuff. Beats Antique is fire. I have seen Beats Antique a number of times. I really love them. Super awesome. I really love dance music and dance music festivals. I've been to a whole ton of dance music festivals. That is my favorite thing in the world. Dancing at a music festival is my favorite. Laura, what's your favorite character from Jersey Shore? Well, in terms of entertainment value, probably I think Pauly D is like just generally the most likable. I think Vinny is probably the most likely to be like a real person. But do I have a favorite character? Not really. I don't know. They all are kind of like, I don't know. I mean, Ronnie is a basket case. It's certainly interesting watching what happens to him. I feel bad for the guy. It's like his own worst enemy a lot of the times. But generally, I don't find much enjoyment watching Jersey Shore. I mean, I did watch the family reunion episodes because it was like, I can't believe this is happening. But yeah, I don't know. But since that's no longer. Do I think Trump has seen any of your videos or DJT Jr.? I don't think Trump has, but I wouldn't be surprised if Don Jr. has. I don't know, though. But I wouldn't be surprised. Rebecca, I'm 33. 33 and thriving. Makes you feel good about your life. Sure. Anybody else got any questions? We still got 93 people in here. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys sticking around. That's cool as hell. Do you actually think Biden will put out his list of nominees for the Supreme Court prior to the election? I don't know. I did see that they were talking about how they don't want to do that today. I got to do some more research on that. Favorite scary movie? You know what's one of my favorite movies? It's not really scary, but Prisoners is one of my favorite movies. Prisoners with Jake Gyllenhaal and what's his guts? Wolverine. What's his face? Prisoners is a fucking awesome movie. I would really encourage you guys to watch Prisoners. Fucking cool. I really like thrillers. Why Donnie Ballgame? Why anything? Donnie Baseball. For those that don't know, Donnie Baseball was a nickname given to Don Mattingly, who was a very famous baseball player in the city of New York, played for the New York Yankees for a really long time. I'm from Connecticut, so I was a big fan of the Yankees growing up, and Don Mattingly, a.k.a. Donnie Baseball, was a big character when I was growing up and when I went to baseball games as a kid with my family. So Donnie Baseball was just a funny name, and it kind of fit in with with Donald Trump, seeing as his name is Donald, obviously. So Donnie Ballgame just came about because I just was looking for another iteration of baseball. A lot of things that I say just kind of like come riff like right off the cuff. I don't even know. But yeah, go watch Prisoners. It's a fucking cool movie. Stevie, no, I'm not Mexican. I'm Italian. About 50% Italian, and then English. and a few others, but I'm primarily Italian. Not a question, but I'm obsessed with the rolling in the lawn maneuver. Yeah, that's been a hit, surprisingly. Indy Star, oh my God, I'm from Rhode Island. I lived in CT for a year. Yeah, CT, Rhode Island is fun. Narragansett is cool as fuck. I love Rhode Island. It's a beautiful place. Good shrimp, good seafood. Favorite Italian dish? I think classic chicken parm is just always a hit, but I really like, what the hell is it called? I really like yellowtail snapper with like olives and tomatoes and the whole jam. I like puttanesca, which is pretty bomb, and just like any kind of pasta, bolognese is pretty banging. Pizza's the truth. Do you get grass stains from your saucy rolls in the yard? No, not yet, thankfully, but I do think about that. I wear a lot of black shirts, so that's not always an issue. What do my neighbors say about me rolling in the yard? Nothing yet. They certainly have to see it, but nobody has mentioned anything about it yet. Sarah, Fox News announced her death a year ago. I think I don't know that I would believe that. I bet she died yesterday. Like, let's not propagate things that we can't validate as true. It seems counterproductive. Is Trump winning in Florida? What do you think and why? I certainly hope so. I think that the vast majority of people in Florida are pro-freedom, so I do think that he will win in Florida. I certainly hope that he will. Have I ever been to Massachusetts? Of course. So I grew up in Connecticut. I've been to Massachusetts many times. Boston, up into the mountains. I've been there many times. What I really love is New Hampshire. New Hampshire is fucking sweet. I used to love going to New Hampshire to go camping and stuff. Super, super cool. Hey, the thing about Massachusetts is like they do a really great job of managing their budget. Really good with money there. I have a lot of friends that live in Mass. I live in the Boston area, so I'm definitely pro Mass. Vermont is cool as hell too. I used to go up to Mount Snow. I'm definitely pro Vermont. Vermont is awesome. Did I see Sleepy Joe talking today? I actually did not see Sleepy Joe talking today. I did see a video of it, but I didn't have time because I was shooting videos. I went to the gym. I went to the beach. I had dinner, and now I'm here. So I haven't had a minute to myself today. I've been going hard as Bobby Sauce, hard for Bobby Sauce fans this week. So I haven't had a minute to myself. So I've just been hustling, man. Maine is sweet. I really like Maine as well. I was just in Maine recently. I was in Algonquit. Super cool. Maine is a beautiful place. The ocean there is fucking nice. Super, super nice. I really like Maine a lot. It's beautiful there. A lot of freedom up there. Eleno, Kokonos you seem like a genuine guy, good-hearted. Thank you so much. I'd like to think so. I certainly try to be. Look, we're all not perfect. We all have flaws, but I try to do the best that I can. Yo, Melbourne, Australia. Or Melbourne. Sorry, my apologies. Melbourne. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. That's super awesome. What do you think of all these fake gurus taking advantage of COVID and scamming poor bastards that are out of work with get-rich-quick courses? Yo, that's a tale as old as time. Get-rich-quick is some bullshit that's been around forever. Mark Wahlberg or Ben Affleck? Probably Wahlberg, I would say. Deep Papa Brew. Do you get recognized when you're out and about? No. Look, I posted on my story the other day. 6 weeks ago, my average video got 200 views. 200 views. Now the average is like probably 10,000. I'd say the average video that I post now gets 10,000 views or more. You can see, go on my page. The shit's public. You can see it. I've been putting up some numbers recently thanks to you guys. And I give you guys all the credit. I'm just doing what I was already doing. It's you guys sharing it. That's what's making it pop. It's not even so much me as much as it is you. And that's why I really, really appreciate it. Melbourne, Houston, Texas, what's good? Have you ever been to Australia? Yeah, Melbourne. No, I have not been to Australia. My cousin Eliza wants to move there. She said it's the most amazing place. She's got it tattooed on her foot. She's been speaking about it, how much she wants to go there, and I would love to go there. Of course, obviously, all this hot garb needs to go away, but I would love to go to Australia, and I think that once everything calms down, that is definitely high on my destination list of where I would like to go next. So I would love to go to Melbourne. Hit me up at woke@bobbysausalito.com. Email woke@bobbysausalito.com. Tell me where to go in Melbourne. Tell me where to go in Australia, and I will go there. It sounds like a pretty badass place, I gotta say. Tommy brought me here. Love your vids. We need sauce merch. Thank you so much. Big love to Tommy Vex. the fucking dude right there. I'm working on the merch, guys. I'm just focusing on making these videos. I'm trying to hit on these videos, and I only have so much time in the day, but I am working on it. Utah, shit. Utah's in the house. That's what's up. Bobby, Jennifer, what's good? Yeah, I'm working on the merch right now, and you know what? I was gonna work on it tonight, but I decided to do this instead. But trust me, I'm working on it. I'm cooking it up in the old noggin there, Jack. So I'm working on it, but it's coming soon. I will get on it. I laughed pretty hard today in both of your videos. Glad I came across you. Thank you so much, Shimamax. You need to travel to Latrobe, PA, and see the Trump House. Okay. Latrobe, PA, isn't that a Rolling Rock country? Canada in the house, that's what's up. Come to New York, hell yeah. What words of advice would you have for the evil sickos running the world? Fucking stop doing that, assholes. You're the best ever. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. I'm originally from Florida, but living in Sydney now. Lots of cool places to visit down under. That's awesome. Woke at BobbySausalito.com. Woke at BobbySausalito.com. Hit me up. Tell me what's up. Hit me in the email, dogs. Virginia in the house. That's what's good. Can you freestyle a live Bobby Sauce rant for us, please? Dude, I've been fucking going in on the vids. Everything's a rant. I've already been doing zaps right here. You want a rant? You got to ask me a question. You got to ask me a question that will coerce said rant. And I will rant. I will zap. I will rip it and zap it and zip it and zap it. Live debate reaction. Yeah, I would love to do some live debates. Look, I got to get on Louder with Crowder. I think I would crush on there. I got to get on there. He does some live debate streaming. I would love to get on there with him. I think that would be funny as hell. With all the Netflix controversy, do you think there'll be any real consequence for them? I don't know. These things take time. Please come back to Vegas soon. I will do that. Love you on Deviant Gentlemen. That's awesome. Did someone just say, I think someone just said, how did you stop smoking or why did you stop smoking? I have sleep apnea. When I sleep, I snore quite a bit. And I have like not a dangerous level of sleep apnea, but I have like enough. And what I realized is that I was like gasping for air in my sleep. So I went to get a sleep study done, and they told me that I should get on a CPAP machine. And I was like, fuck, I'm young. I don't want to be on a fucking CPAP machine for the rest of my life. Like, I wonder if there's any other alternatives to this. So I went to a ear, nose, and throat doctor, and they told me about this thing called a night lace, which is like a laser that they shoot into the soft palate of your mouth to help open up your air passage. Some shit, I forget exactly what it's called, but something having to do with your tongue. And they take a needle and they stick it in your tongue, and it reduces the volume of your tongue over time to help give more passage for air into your throat. As a result of that, and the fact that I didn't want to fuck that up, I stopped smoking specifically for that, and also because it's always good to take a break just to get your mind right. But what I realized after I quit, as I started getting these done, is like how much sharper my brain is. And it doesn't mean that I won't smoke for the rest of my life. It's just that at this present juncture, it's making my mind hit sharper, my responses hit faster, and I'm excelling at this at a more expedient clip than I probably would have ever been able to do if I was high all the time. The thing about being high is that it passes time. And what it does with that time is your brain isn't cooking. It isn't cooking new thoughts. So all of that inventiveness, all of that creativity that would otherwise be sourced in those downtimes that you're like watching a movie or taking a walk or chilling on the couch or whatever, is lost, purged into existence as you smoke it away. So the fact that I believe that, look, smoking and inhaling smoke is not good for your lungs. It's fucking no surprise. I used to like smoking blunts. Blunts were my favorite thing, and that's got tobacco. That's not good for that's not good for your lungs. So I was like, if I could quit for my lungs, save money buying weed, help get my sleep apnea under control by not jeopardizing this procedure that I'm getting, and then on top of all that, have my brain connect at a higher level, hit harder on sales calls, hit better on the videos, have my brain be more connected and sharper. My conversations with people will be deeper and more poignant. The things that I say will come from my brain will be able to connect the dots a lot faster. So it just became a natural. It just became something that I felt that I really wanted to do more of. So that's why I stopped smoking. But hey, who knows? Edibles, I don't like edibles. I don't like how you can't control them. I hate how you eat it and you're just like, you're just like a fat blob for fucking hours. I'm not too keen on the edibles. I like the sensation of like smoking a blunt, passing a blunt, the social element of it. I liked rolling it, the smell of it. I used to just love it's like a treat. It's like sitting down to make dessert. It was like a cool little treat, and then you're laughing and you're high and whatever, and it was fun. But You know what's the real drug? Is self-awareness. Hyper self-awareness is a fucking much more interesting drug than weed. If you could buy hyper self-awareness for $30 an eighth or whatever, I don't know. Just think about that. It takes that laser sharpness, and like I smoked my whole life from 13, 14 up to 33. I smoked all the time. And think about all the lack of self-awareness and otherwise clarity that would have come. And that doesn't mean that I regret all the smoking, because I made a lot of good friends. I had lots of fun social interactions, lots of good laughs. Like it has been a great part of my life. But, you know, like all good things that help you evolve, you know, there comes a time where it's like, let me do less of this and more of something else. Because when one door closes, another door opens. Like one thing that's become more and more clear to me in recent years is how little I like drinking alcohol. And I like a glass of wine as much as the next LeBron James, but alcohol is troublesome. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to drink. I had 2 beers earlier tonight with dinner. I like beer. I like wine. But you'd be surprised, you know, what happens with that clarity that would otherwise be occupied by booze. So it's something to think about. So, you know, I think that a future with a whole hell of a lot less alcohol, which is what I'm kind of doing now, and a whole lot less weed or no weed is probably better. And again, what happens in that time frame of what would have happened while you were smoking weed or drinking, you don't even know what you're capable of. Here's the other thing. I did a little bit of math. I came to the conclusion that I was spending probably conservatively $500 to $600 a month on weed. And a couple of years ago, when I decided it was time to buy a new car, I was like, what's my budget to buy this new car? I was like, I could spend $200 or $300 a month. And then I looked at the amount of weed that I was smoking. I was like, I'm spending $300 to $400 a month on weed. If I just stopped smoking weed, I could buy a Mercedes. So what did I do? I stopped smoking weed and I bought a Mercedes. Benz, blunts. Benz, blunts. Benz. That was just a decision that I made. It's not right for everybody, but that's the decision that I made. And you better believe that I feel like Bobby Big Dick when I get in this fucking Benz, not because of what other people think of me, but how it makes me feel about myself. I'm like, look at me. I'm doing something right. I was able to put together enough time and effort to afford a fucking Benz. Something that when I was a kid and I saw somebody pull up in a Benz, I'm like, what did this chick do? That's awesome. Like, how did they afford that? If I ever had a Benz, I'd keep it clean. I'd buy it, you know, I'd keep it fresh. I would feel accomplished by having this car. So it's not about what other people think of me. It's about what I think about myself. And when I go out there and get in that car and drive around, I feel that all of the work was for something great. And I feel that it really helps, not necessarily self-confidence, but just it's a sign, it's a signal to yourself that you've done something worthy of quality. And if you continue on that path of creating and executing at a high level, that you can get more quality like that in your life and around your life. And that's why I'm a very staunch believer in consistent, small improvements all the time, every day. It's better to make a single individual improvement day to day, week to week, than it is to make big jumps every once in a while. So if what I always feel like is like, how do I make my environment better? I'm going to paint a wall. I'm going to buy new blinds. You know, I'm gonna buy a new door. I'm gonna buy new handles. I'm gonna upgrade my couch. I'm gonna upgrade a thing on the wall. I'm gonna buy a new piece of art. I'm gonna get the maid to come more frequently so the house is cleaner more often. I'm gonna buy new knives for the kitchen. I'm gonna buy a new cutting board. I'm gonna buy higher quality food. I'm gonna invest in a bigger TV. I'm gonna buy a better speaker system. I'm gonna get my car washed more frequently. Those little things, those small improvements are signals that indicate to you that you're doing the right thing. Like one thing that I've been realizing lately, I've had a maid for probably like 5 years. I haven't had to clean a toilet in my own home for 5 years. And it's such a huge luxury for me. And it's like, take my $150 a month, fucking take it. I got a dog. The dog gets his feet dirty. He's fucking tapping around with his paws and it's dirty as shit. And so I was like, I need to have a maid. The maid comes once every 2 weeks. Now I'm like, It would be super fucking awesome if the maid came every week. If my house was clean, sharp, fresh every week, every Monday. How good that would make me feel. Fresh sheets every Monday, fresh floor every Monday. The house would be perpetually clean. And it's already clean, but imagine if I never swept ever, never did any cleaning at all. Maid just comes every 7 days. How much better, how much of a higher level I would be able to execute at if I wasn't squandering my time on low value items. Here's something that I believe in, a philosophy that I have about life. Thank you. I know the awkward wall color was a bag of shit. Sorry, I was a young idiot. Here's something that I realized about life. You have to figure out how to spend your time for the highest possible return. One thing that I used to always think about was like, if I drive away from my house to go to lunch, it takes me 20 minutes to get there because traffic and whatnot. I got to wait for the food. It takes 15 minutes for me to get back to the house. Then I have to eat it. My lunch break would be an hour and 15 minutes long. And a lot of it would be squandered driving to the place. So if I could instead save that hour and make $115 or $125 an hour, which is how much I charge in my web development business, $125 an hour. If I could take that hour that I lose, why not spend an extra $5 on Uber Eats to have that food delivered to me so I can make $125 in that same time frame and then eat it for 30 minutes instead of an hour? And that time that's wasted, I'm making more in the time that I saved by not going and doing it. Low value items should be eliminated from your life. High value items should be added. You should be figuring out how to make the most money, not how to save the most money. It's all about increasing your income, not decreasing your expenses. Although that's important, you have to focus on increasing your income. So, for example, I don't wash my car. Washing your car takes a long time. When I use, there's this app in South Florida called Wash A. It's $45, but the guy comes to your house and cleans the car. It's fucking sharp. I'm supporting a small independent entrepreneur. They are washing the car. You know what I do when the guy's out there washing the car for an hour? I make $125 an hour. So even though it costs $45 for him to wash that car, I just made $125, which means I'm up, whatever the math is, $60, $70. That's the thing. I'm not losing the 45. I'm making the 70. It's not about how much you spend. It's about how much you earn. Your income, increasing your income is paramount to having more financial freedom. And financial literacy is key. And the other thing too is like, now, that was $45 to have that guy come and wash my car. I could have driven to the car wash place down the street and I could have paid $25 for a similar quality job and saved that $20. But you know what I would have had to do? Drive there, wait for it, and drive back. How long does that take? That takes 35 to 40 minutes. And that 40 minutes at my $125 an hour, I just lost $75. The delta is there. It's like, here's another thing that I do. I buy all my groceries on Whole Foods delivery. The delivery is free. They deliver it to my house. You know what I do when I would have been at the grocery store? I go to the gym. I got an extra 30, 40 minutes at the gym now. And now I can be more efficient in my day. Measuring those efficiencies and increasing your income has been key for me. And that's why I was able to purchase a Benz, not fucking bragging, but that's the whole point, is that if I could help somebody with this information, that's what it's all about. You should be focusing on how you can increase your income, not necessarily decrease your expenses. And any money that you have sitting in the bank is wasted. All the money that you have should be invested, moving, cooking, earning you more money. Cash flow is the game. Cash flow is the game. I like this logic. I'm Italian, so Italians know what's good. Italian is amazing. You're tight as fuck with your money. That's great. Being tight with your money is not a bad thing. What's important is that you're not tight with your money on investments. You should go aggressive on investments, especially as a young person in your core earning years. You should be investing as much of your money as humanly possible in the most aggressive growth strategies that you can possibly have. I buy aggressive growth stocks where I could lose my fucking dick, because those are the ones that I'm going to make a 10, 20, 30x return. These passive investing, that's like Warren Buffett. Good strat if you want to make a slow drip for a lifetime. I'm trying to go explosion, nuclear style, and I think that's the game. At least that's the game for me. High risk, because you know what I can always do? Earn more money, at least now. So don't be protective. Focus on abundance. Focus on growth. Focus on aggressive growth. Invest your money. Get it out of your bank account and get it into something. Real estate, gold, silver, stocks, the stock market. Invest in assets. Invest in yourself. Make investments. But money in the bank is wasted. You know why money in the bank is wasted? Not only is it wasted in the sense that it's not earning, but what it is doing is it's losing 3% a year to inflation. And that's the thing about financial literacy that helps you understand. First, you love the money, then you love the government, then you love the structure. You become passionate about all these things, and you learn the ins and outs and the nuances of money and how it works and why it has value. So what's important is knowing how that money works and how it flows. And if you realize that you're losing 3 points on your money in the bank, you certainly wouldn't let it sit in the bank, because you can make 7 points in the market. So you're up 4 just by putting it in the market. But you could buy the most traditional fucking normal stock ever. Buy Verizon stock. Verizon ain't going anywhere. Fucking newsflash. Verizon's not going anywhere. Not only that, they pay a dividend. Take that money out of the bank and buy Verizon stock, or buy Facebook stock, or buy stock. Don't let that money sit in the bank. What model Benz? It's an ML350. It's a SUV. I don't know that I would buy a sedan. I like getting up, not down. I'm not a big sedan person. Even though I like how they look, I like the SUVs. So I'm going to go Benz SUV maybe forever. I hope that the next car that I buy, which it probably won't be, but it might, I'd love to buy a fucking Rolls Royce one day. That's the goal. I like REITs, 18% dividend. Sure. Here's the thing. I don't invest in things that I don't know or understand. I don't know or understand anything about real estate investment trusts. I don't know what makes them go up or down. I don't have my finger on the pulse of real estate like I have my finger on the pulse of technology. So I invest in tech stocks, Facebook, Shopify, Verizon, VeriSign, companies that I know, like, trust, and understand. Google. An 18% dividend is aggressive. You know, I would wonder, like, what's the downside of that? Because if everybody could just buy a REIT and get an 18% dividend, we'd all be fucking rich. So I don't know how long. I don't know what the longevity of that is. I invested in water. Okay, that's good. Necessary for human life and the sustainability of human life, for sure. What else we got? I see that the count is going down. I'll give it a couple more minutes. I've been in here for about an hour and a half now. If you guys got any other questions, let's rock out. If not, I'll sign off and let y'all go get to it. Facebook and Google, trusted. Yeah, I trust my money in Facebook and Google. I think that the companies are rock solid. I think the balance sheets are clean. So, hello, Jess Hub, what's up? Are there any riots in Florida? Not that I know of. I mean, I don't. Florida's a fucking massive state. So, but I haven't seen any around here. I've seen a few protests, but no riots. You'll have a rollie after Donnie Ballgame wins and we make America great again. Hell yeah. Will you get a water filter and a reusable bottle of water? I have reusable bottles of water, and I have a water machine in the closet right there. I just happen to like these because they're flavored and they're carbonated. I have done the math, but thank you. An awesome 90 minutes. Thank you so much. Happy K, that's what's up. I recycle all these bottles of water. It's Jess Shub. Whoops, sorry. Did you address the new Clown Shoe Comey rule series? No, but Comey is fucking... Comey's bad news. Am I more afraid of gators or sharks? Definitely fucking gators. Oh my God. Gators, dude. Can Pelosi move to impeach? They already did impeach. He already did get impeached. So I don't know what that question means. Follow up on that, Lisa. I don't know what that is. They already did impeach him. They are flavored, yeah. They're like sparkling and carbonated. I have a soda stream, so I can carbonate my own water. But I do like these. I don't drink that many of them. They just happen to be what I had cold on hand. And since I didn't want to have to get up and go refill my cup a bunch of times, that's why I have these, so that I didn't have to get up and leave the stream, because I appreciate you guys' time. She's threatening to impeach him again. Fuck her. She fucking sucks. That's unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Bag of rice. She fucking sucks. I wish she would just fucking pound sand already. She sucks so much. Get the fuck out of there, lady. Possible second Trump impeachment. Yeah, I'm looking at the news right now. It's fucking stupid. If the Democrats win the House, yes, they will impeach. I've posted the dog on live streams in the past. He's snozzing right now. Hey, woo! He's sleeping right now. I'm not gonna wake him up. He's like, I'm dead, fam. How about AOC saying it doesn't matter if we agree with Joe? It's about saving our democracy. Yeah, that's the dumbest shit I've fucking ever heard. Saving the democracy from what? She's full of empty platitudes. She's a puppet. She's been puppeted. You want to know what's funny about AOC? Look, oh my God, look up how she got elected. She got elected in like a fucking raffle, basically. Like, what's it called? Who are those guys? The Young Turks. The Young Turks and their whole squad of people. They did like an open casting call, like literally a casting call. And all these thousands of people submitted entries and she won their pick. She didn't like just run on her own accord. She got a fuckload of financing and she was casting call. Look that shit up. That shit is real. She was cast. She's younger than me. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. She is getting puppeted hardcore. And I believe that she's a good person, probably. She's probably a good-hearted person, but she is fucking clueless. And the fact that she's on the Financial Services Committee, oh my God. Lord help us all. Oh my God. I'm going to see if I can find this article on her being a casting call. AOC got her seat by answering a casting call she auditioned for. That is true. She really did. And some people will be like, "Oh, what a casting call!" Yeah, it was. It was a casting call. She was financially backed by a lot of people that knew that they could put her in the front. Yeah, go research it. You'll see. You'll see. They're not hiding it. She also had her fucking original campaign finance fucking clown Jabron. He got fucking dinged for a couple questionable movements of cash way back in the beginning of her thing, but that quickly got swept under the rug. You can look that up. You know what I think one of for her is like she's young. She's young. She's good looking, sort of. She's pretty good looking, whatever. She's young, fresh face. She's a fresh face. She's so fresh, young and fresh. So they knew that would hit at this particular moment in time. She had her finger on the socials. So they just catapulted her in. Yeah, people think she's so great because they don't do the research. Yo, she's president. We are fucked. What do I know about acorns? They fall off trees. I assume that that's something else that I don't know about, so nothing. Yo, there's 95 people in here. That's fucking awesome. You know what's crazy? The other day, I saw a live stream. Someone was live streaming. I'm not going to say who it was, but she has like 1 million followers, and she was doing a live stream, and she had like 90 people in her live stream. And I was like, holy shit. So the fact that I'm able to get 93 at this time after an hour and a half when there was over 120 I saw in here before is pretty amazing. I really appreciate you guys spending the time with me. I appreciate that. Oh, Acorns, the app. Whoops. I don't really know anything about it, but I assume that it does small financial investments. Hey, look, if it gets you in the game, I think it's better than not. So I would say get in the game. Orlando in the house. Yo, what's good? Big Florida. What's good? The investing app. Yeah, sounds good. Look, if it gets you in the game, it gets you in the game. I personally believe in being in control of your finances. I'd say you open up an E-Trade account and buy one stock of Facebook. If you got a couple $100, buy a stock of Facebook. If you don't, buy Uber stock, $35. Thought on Kim Klacik? I'm all for Kim Klacik. Hell yeah, I think she's gonna do a great job. I'm all about her. I think she's awesome. I hope that she gets in. Baltimore is bugs. I think you're better off buying silver, maybe. You know what silver doesn't have is a balance sheet. That's what I don't like about silver. And I think that that's a good idea. Buy some silver, but you certainly shouldn't put more than 5 to 10% of your money into precious metals. So I would say, yeah, buy some silver. That's fine. Probably a good idea, but I can't imagine how you could think that buying silver would be a better bet than buying a piece of a company, especially for the long term. Yeah, physical silver, I don't know, I guess. Peter Schiff is big on silver. I believe in that, but look, a balance sheet is a balance sheet. A company is a company. I'd rather have a piece of a company than a piece of a metal, straight up. You just got to wait. And it doesn't pay a dividend. Companies pay dividends. Silver and gold. Yeah. Don't buy weed. Rachel Rose, what up? What's good, fam? Buy weed. Yeah, don't buy weed. I mean, buy weed if you want to smoke it, but don't. I wouldn't invest in weed. Although the one thing that's true about weed is you'll never have a tough time selling it. You can always sell it. Thoughts on Nasara? I have no idea. I don't know what that is. Dalio has 20% of his whole fund in gold. Sure, 20%. But what's the 80% in? Where will you go on your next vacation? I don't know. It's a good question. I would like to go to Lake Tahoe, but it's going to start getting cold, so I don't know. I'm big on the tropical. I like being warm. So as soon as it gets cold in other places, I'm like, I might go to Denver. I have some friends in Denver. I like going there. Denver's pretty fun. What's your view on The Matrix? The Matrix was awesome. I thought that was really thought that was a really amazing movie. Do I think Hollywood puts out hidden messages in movies? Maybe. Yeah, I guess. But is it Hollywood or is it like individual creators? I don't know. What up, West Palm, South Flow in the game? Nasera Jazeera. You should research Nasera Jazeera. Okay. All right, look up Nasera. Let's look it up. I don't know what that is. National Economic Security and Recovery Act. Okay. Suggested during the 1990s. What am I looking at? There's a lot of text here. Criticism in comparison to a cult. Okay. I mean, this is too much for me to research right now. Yes, Italian. Buffett sold all of his bank and airline stocks. He's getting out. He's getting out of banks and airlines. Okay, so. Yeah, I don't know what this Nasera is. I'll look into it some more, but I don't know. Yeah, he's going to do the debates. There's one already scheduled. I said spare time. All right, fine. Well, so you literally just said Google it right now. So, or someone said Google it right now. What the fuck? Research Buffett and gold. Look, Warren Buffett. Okay. I don't follow Warren Buffett like that. We are 45 minutes away from Tahoe. That's kind of a long way from Tahoe. Isn't that cool since COVID? Yeah. Well, I'm just looking for nature. Looking for some nature. I would just love to be in some nature. But it's really warm and nice in Florida right now, so it's tough to leave because Florida is the truth. Yo, peace, Dollface. Peace out. Do you think comedy is the best way to win people over to the truth? Yep, I do. That's why I'm doing this. That's the thing. It's like the only way to make an uninteresting topic interesting is to make it entertaining. And this specific platform that we so happen to be on right now is an entertainment-based platform. So that's why this specific content is winning right now. Bobby has the best eyelashes. Big facts right there. Because your videos are funny as fuck. Nature. Yo, if you haven't seen the Nature, yo, oh my God. Yo, if you haven't seen the Nature video, fuck, you guys should all go and watch that. The Nature Walk. Google Nature Walk. Neature. Nature Walk, and watch it. Nature Walk episode 1, 2. Oh my God, the best 2.5 minutes of my fucking life. Nature Walk is amazing. You can tell it's an Aspen because of the way it is. My good buddy Ian put me onto that, and I died. Had a lateral attack of the heart when I watched that. Lenny Pepperbottom. This shit is so funny. You haven't watched my video today? Watch it! What the hell are you doing, fam? I posted a good one today. Today's was a true zap. I thought today's was pretty good. It was very American. I yelled into a fork, sang into a fork, whatever. I did a high kick today, a fork yell, a high kick. Apparently, COVID has taken 200 million lives. If you elect Sleepy Joe, your 400 million women are going to get back to work. Oh, my God. Humor disarms the anger. You slip facts in the back door. Yeah, that's right. Right in the anus. You get them with the humor, and then you just put a fact right in their anus. Oh, it can't be spoiled, Rachel. Come on now. It's unspoilable. Yesterday's literally killed me. Well, you're alive right now, so it didn't kill you. But yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I forgot about that Hogan song. What the hell's that? What Hogan song? Look, I understand the value of silver. I believe that silver is going to go high. I believe that gold will continue to grow in value. That's not what I'm saying. Look, you know what gold's not going to do? Multiply by 10 times. It might eventually, but not anytime soon. So, you know what could multiply by 10 times? A lot of other businesses like, I don't know, Uber. Lenny Pepperbottom. Silver always follows gold. Yeah, whatever. They don't pay dividends. And it's very unlikely that they're going to multiply by 10x. I like aggressive stocks of things that I understand. I don't understand silver and gold to that degree. And it doesn't have a balance sheet. And also it doesn't have a balance sheet. And also it doesn't have a balance sheet because it doesn't have a balance sheet. So I like companies that have balance sheets. I like owning a piece of a company, especially one that I pay. And look, I believe in silver and gold, but I do not have a large amount of investment in them. Pays the peacock. I prefer the cursing. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. The theory is, if you knew about Jassar, gold would be the currency. Look, I think that our currency should be backed by gold. I agree with that. The United States currency was backed by gold until Richard Nixon. I like balance sheets, dog. What do you think of MLM type companies? I think that a lot of people do a lot of hard work in MLM type companies. I think there's a lot of people that make a lot of money in them. But generally speaking, I feel like they're not great. I don't like them. I don't like them as a method of getting wealthy. I think a lot of people have, but I'm not a big fan of MLM. I think a lot of it's malarkey. Bitcoin is trash. I think Bitcoin has absolutely zero value other than a very, very small number for illicit transactions and untrackable things. But I think Bitcoin is hot garbage, and I will not buy any Bitcoin ever again, ever. I bought a little bit when everything was popping. I made a little bit of money and got out, but I think Bitcoin is hot trash. So I'm very anti-Bitcoin. I think it's garbage. Did I like history when I was younger? Not really. I only liked American history, but I didn't really like it that much. I was much more interested in like the future and art and creativity and stuff. So I wasn't a big like history person. But the older that I got, the more I had an appreciation for it. And I always say, like, history is, if you're not aware of history, it's doomed to repeat itself. So I do think that it's extremely important. Yes, fuck Bitcoin. Agreeable, Justin Biebel. And if you really want to know my feelings on Bitcoin, listen to the Peter Schiff podcast. Peter Schiff talks a hell of a lot about Bitcoin. His opinions on Bitcoin are mine. Exactly. Peter Schiff, Bitcoin's trash. Is it normal for a president to appoint a judge right before an election? I don't see how it's not normal. The president's job is to appoint a judge. So appoint the judge. Doesn't matter when the election is. It could be 5 days from now. A president's got a president. I think that he should appoint someone, and I think that they should get in. That's it. He's the president. Tough shit, Big Blue. Funny how you can wait in lines in the grocery store, but they don't want to wait in lines to vote. Yeah. No, it's completely garb. Yeah, it's in the Constitution. Yeah. I agree with all the stuff you guys are saying. He's still in office. I think he should appoint a justice. Someone today said the Republicans stopped Obama from doing it. If that's true, I feel like Trump will get backlash for it. I don't know that that's true, but you have to get it passed through, I believe, the Senate. So I believe the Republicans control the Senate right now, so they can fast track that right through. Yo, the funniest thing you ever said was on an old video where you were criticizing all these people that are sue happy, and you went, "Yo, guys, I'm going to sue the clouds for $3 trillion for blocking out the sun." Yeah, I appreciate you watching that video. That's true. I did say that. Yeah, the suing bullshit is just a mess. So dumb. Thanks for bringing that up, Flat Prince. I appreciate you going deep into Bobby's content. That's awesome. I appreciate you saying that. That was funny. I was like, "Yo, guys, we're going to get in a class action lawsuit. We're going to sue the sun for ruining my day." Or through the clouds for blocking the sun out and ruining my picnic. You're mellow tonight. What's up? I joined not too long ago. Yo, because I'm on like fucking Donkey Kong. I'm ripping heavy all day, all week. I worked a lot this week on this stuff. You guys, I never understood how much time it takes to pump out content, to come up with ideas, to shoot videos, cut them, chop them, respond to questions, post on Facebook, post on Google, on YouTube, reshare, repost, respond to messages. It's exhausting. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. I've been really working hard at doing this, so I'm a little tired. I was going to take the weekend off, but I posted 2 videos on Saturday, 1 today, and I'm doing this live. I'm going in, dog. I'm going in. Here's the other thing. I've been on this live stream for almost 2 hours now. The other thing too is, like, I was telling you guys before about my sleep apnea, and I get this laser shit done on my throat, and as a result, my throat starts to hurt when I talk for a long period of time. Not to mention the fact that I screamed on the video earlier. I was like, DJ D. So talking quietly right now is helping me. But yeah, it's a lot. I'm talking a lot, and it's a lot of work. The best part of the week was you sweating making the second Saturday video. I thought so. I was sweating my fucking ass off. I was so excited. I got in the shower. I got back from the gym, and I understand value creation, distribution, and I understand snowballing. And I got 40 days to blow up. I got 40 days. I can push it for 40 days. And after that, let's see where I'm at. But I've been waiting. I'm not going to say I've been waiting. I've been working my whole life. I have an opportunity like this where you guys are having a good time and enjoying it, and I'm having fun. And it's, I appreciate this opportunity, and I appreciate attention so much that I'm willing to do anything to keep this growing and build this into something. And all of the feedback that I've been getting has been so amazing. And so many people have reached out and said so much nice stuff. And it's just been amazing. Like I've said before, I was making videos about this stuff for a long time, and they got 200 views. The most my story ever got watched, ever, was when I sold the house that I built, that I'd been building up. I shot 150 3-minute segments over the course of a year. And the biggest story was my last story, the day that the house sold. And I think I hit 550 views. It was my biggest one. But my average Instagram story, the first one of the day, would get between 150 and 300 views on my story. The biggest one I ever got was 550. Now, daily, my first story of the day, especially if I haven't posted the day before, gets almost 3,000 views on every story, which is 10 times what it was 6 weeks ago. 10 times. So that's the type of thing. It's that's the type of signals, in business and in life. Things give you signals that indicate when you're doing something right. Feedback, signals, insights and data, analytics, and hand-to-hand combat. The way that people react when they talk to me. People that come out of the woodwork that join in the chat. Like Lexi Solder jumping in the chat before. I've known her my entire life. I didn't even know that she watched my content. Yet she took a few minutes out of her day to jump in here and watch the stream, and then to comment too. That's my fucking homie right there. It's just, that's the type of stuff that's been so amazing about this, is I've been blown away by how quickly it snowballed, how much everybody has been liking it, and how when I really put in the work to really go hard, that you guys are rewarding me with these reshares. You posting it to your story is the key. You guys doing that is blowing it up, I swear. You can't have 13,000 followers and get 20,000 views on a video without people sharing it. You just can't. So you guys are the ones that are blowing this up. It's really up to you. And I hope that you guys know and can see how hard I'm working to make more of this stuff for you guys. I'm really busting my fucking dick to make this work. So I hope you guys see that, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, and I'm trying to give you back everything that you're giving me and then some. And that's going to be my objective all the way through. That's the goal. Because the more value that I can provide for you, the better it'll go. Blonde or brunette, boobs or butt? I think everybody starts liking boobs, but true heads like butts. Blonde or brunette, I don't care. I think they're both amazing, personally. Not that I don't like, who doesn't like boobs? I mean, but I think butts are definitely the game, personally. Definitely more of a butt person. Girl Mama, I appreciate the time to respond to our comments. Yo, I really thank you very much for noticing. I really try hard. But I was talking earlier about prioritizing time. And what I've realized, and which is why I don't have the store up yet and the merch up yet, is because I believe that the most important thing for me to do is hit on what you guys want the most. And I think that that's the videos. So instead of me building the merch store right now, I decided to do this live. It's another piece of content. It builds your relationship with me. It allows you guys to interact, and it builds more trust and more value. And it builds more of a, for lack of a better word, like a familiarity, like an addiction. Like you feeling that you know me personally probably creates a higher likelihood that you'll share and feel emotion about my content and feel more likely to share it because you see how much I'm putting in. It's Sunday night and I could be doing any variety of things, yet I'm doing this because I'm trying to interact, show you like you got a true window to me, you got a pure and direct connection to my thoughts. You can interact with me, and I'm a person just like you. I'm just a fucking random dude. The fact that I've been able to gain this in a couple of weeks is amazing. So I'm certainly going to be here while you guys are asking for it. And I'm going to do the best I can to make it work. I'm a web developer. How many attempts does it take you to shoot the videos? One try and you post it, or multiple times? So every single time that I shoot videos, for anybody that's curious how I do it, I find that the Instagram's native account or native format is the best way of distributing thought in an expedient manner. Because here's why: it informs you. I did post a new video today, Carissa. Anyways, I think that the 15-second clip is a really great expedient distribution method for a concise thought. So this is how I shoot the videos, if anybody is curious. I have another Instagram account that has no followers that I shoot all the videos in 15-second increments, all in succession, all in a row. Like if I do a roll, I sit down and do the roll. Every once in a while, I'll shoot it at the end and then move it into position, but usually I do them in succession so that the natural cadence is in my mind as it is delivered. Each video, each clip that I shoot, if I stumble on my words, those are the only times that I reshoot them. Sometimes I don't because it's just so good. Like you'll notice me stumble on a few words, but most of the time I do 15 second. If it was sharp, I do 15 seconds sharp, 15 seconds sharp, 15 second I might stumble, I'll reshoot that 15 seconds. Usually about halfway through the video, I'll stop and then I'll go and watch it all in succession halfway through, and then I'll go do the second half. But some days like today it was off the dome. I was hitting today, so I just did it boom, 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 boom. Sometimes I reshoot the clip because I watch each 15 second after I do it. Like I'll do the 15 seconds, and if I know that it's good, I'll just fire it up. Sometimes I'll watch the 15 seconds, make sure, and then post it. Then once it's all posted and the story is complete, I go and I watch it all in succession, make sure that the timing and the cadence is right. Then I take all of the saved individual 15-second clips, and I use an Instagram. I use a Android app called InShot, and I merge all of the clips together and I add the Take Naps handle on it. Because I believe the 15-second pops are the best way to distribute the message. If I'm like, this is why I'm doing this, and this is this, and this, and this, it's like a long. If you take the natural breath, like the natural pauses for breath, something that could be done in 3 minutes takes now 4 minutes. And that 1 minute of lost time is now 1 less minute of productivity that you have in your life. So I just feel like the fast, quick delivery is a more expedient way of getting the message. It's a higher likelihood that you'll watch the whole video. It doesn't have any natural pauses to take a breath. And as a result of that, it just hits. And you come to expect the hits. I love jump cuts. I think jump cuts are extremely important. First, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. Like it chops through the information. It's an unnatural cadence, but it is a faster way to distribute the message. So that I take your precious time into consideration. And that's why I do it like that. Thank you guys so much. The zaps, the zips and the zaps. It is the best format. I think it is. I've always thought that. So the fact that it's working now is just like dope. That's the market giving signals. That's the free market and the people giving signals. And I'm super wound up and people like the energy. I always have that energy. Sometimes I don't, but I'm like, well, let's go. Like I just hype it up. I just hype it up then. Because this is the thing, is like, one thing that really bothers me about watching videos or watching live streams is when everyone's like, I really don't like when people are like, hey guys, like, happy Wednesday. Like, I know it's Wednesday. I know you're going to say, hey, you just wasted 6 seconds. That could have otherwise hit me with I love that. Power me the message now. Take my time into consideration. I dislike watching any video that starts with, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up? Hey, guys. Hey. That's like it's a waste of time. I'm not disparaging anyone that does that, but I think that the high energy, fast delivery pops are the best way to do it. It's just like, I watched the fucking debate last night and it was dumb. Pop, pop, pop. It's just like, that's how I would want to watch content. Because like, we don't have that much time. Not only do we not have that much time in our daily life, we don't have that much time on this earth. And I'm going to waste 6 seconds of your day every day being like, hey guys, what's up? That shit adds over time. I was also explaining this to a friend the other day. I don't like consistency in opening statements just purely for the sake of consistency. So for example, when I watched Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, which is riddled with garb often. I mean, I think it's funny, but there's a lot of garb there. He's like, welcome, welcome, welcome. Or at least he used to do that when he was doing the shows in the studio. And I was like, yo, like, don't hit me with the welcome, welcome, welcome. Like, I'm welcome. I'm here. Like, this is fucking, like, whatever. Or be like, hi. Or if it's like, hey, I'm John Oliver. Like, he doesn't do that, but I fucking know, dude. Like, we know. So I don't like anything that squanders precious time. And the other thing too is like there's more videos on YouTube than you could watch in like 50 lifetimes. And the amount and quantity of video that's being added to YouTube on a daily basis is like it's like more than you could watch in your entire life. So I just try to take your time into consideration and avoid those interjections of non-pertinent information, especially things that are repetitive, like, hey guys, life's up. It's like, yeah, we know. We're watching it on your channel. Yeah. Yeah, the opening greetings, it's like, what the fuck? But hey, that's something that I've realized. That's something that I'm taking into consideration. And if that gives me a competitive advantage in the market and people respond to that, then all the people that do that will cut that shit out because they have to compete, which is the beauty of the free market. That's why it works that way. Your AOC comments are a crack up. Thank you. Cloud Moon Sky. Thank you so much. What's up, Ludona? It's super effective and more noticeable. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, though it may seem like I'm just riffing and zapping on these things, there's a tremendous amount of thought that goes into all this. And the amount of thought that has to go into not only being hyper aware of all this stuff, but then coming up with nicknames and all this stuff, it's like, it takes time and effort. And I love to do it. I certainly love doing it. But it takes a lot of time, especially to hit every day. And you know what else is? There's a lot of pressure because everyone's like, this is the best video. This is the best video. And I'm like, how am I going to make the next one better? It's very hard. It's very difficult. Big Joe Turner, you should grow out your beard. I haven't that before. It's very itchy though. When you sleep, it's itchy. So it's not my favorite thing. This is about the longest that I let it go. I need a haircut too. Solid marketing tips. People see so much BS on their IG. Attention spans are very, very limited. Yeah, true that. Just do you. That's true. Did I see the fuck Cuomo and de Blasio mural? Yeah. It got painted over pretty fast, I think. Gerard, what up, dude? Yo, G DeLuca _G. That's my homie right there. Give him a follow. That's the boss right there. Do a biker stash. Okay. Your old haircut is questionable. This new look is way better. I know. Hey, life's about making improvements, right? It was questionable. I agree with you. Your kitchen looks like an IKEA square. I don't even know what that means. This isn't my kitchen, Jabron. Yo, Vogue Defense. I talked about her earlier. Go follow Vogue Defense. Go follow her. That's a boss right there. She's a really interesting and really cool person. I highly suggest that you guys go follow Vogue Defense. Joanna, I don't know if you were on here earlier, but I told people to go listen to your pod. So I better see you pumping some Bobby Sauce material because I'm gassing you up, dog. Go follow Vogue Defense, guys. And follow DeLuca G. He put some funny ass shit too. The Miss Mac, do you live alone? Yes, I do live alone. I just got the dog. Is there anyone there having to listen to you make your videos? No. I've wondered that a few times when you're going off. No, I live alone. It's amazing. The dog is just like, bro. No, just me and the doggo. I love living alone. It's great. It's really nice. It's like if the house is a mess on a Saturday and you want to just like go to the beach, you just leave. It's great. You better be sorry. No, you didn't miss any somersaults. It's just been my mug here, zipping and zapping. Yo, big, extremely large, significantly gigantic facts, Lauren C. Bradley. I would love to go to a music festival. Fucking sweet mother of pearl. I'm gonna be at EDC Las Vegas if it comes back anytime soon. Hippie within me, do your parents watch? Yes, they do. My mom watches every single story and video that I post. I think they think it's pretty funny. Yes, living alone is the truth. Your rants remind me of HRH Collection. I'm not familiar with that person, but I gotta check that out. Mrs. Great Scott, any luck getting on Joe Rogan? No. You would trust me, you would know. But no. The dog is sleeping, right? He's sleeping right there. He's snozzing. Yeah, Desert Hearts is awesome. I like Desert Hearts too. Yeah, Base Canyon. I know, that's the truth. I'm definitely going to come out for Base Canyon. If anybody hasn't ever been to the Gorge in Washington State, whoa. The Gorge is the most beautiful music venue I have ever seen in my entire life. Followed very closely by Red Rocks in Denver. Well, not Denver, but outside of Denver. But man, the Gorge is fucking amazing. Absolute fire. The most beautiful place I've ever listened to music in my life. If you guys really want to see the doggo, huh? You and Tommy should do an IG live. Yeah, I'd be down for that. I'm sure he would be down for that too. We already did the pod. I'm gonna have to wake him up. He's gonna be like, dog, what are you doing? Favorite bands and artists? Bass Nectar. I used to really love Pretty Lights, Nora and Pure, Thomas Jack. I really like Thomas Jack too. Biggie, hey, come here. No. That's Biggie. Yeah, buddy. All right. All right, thanks. I'll bring you back. He's like, thanks, you dicks. He is perfect. That's the dude right there. Biggie Smalls. No, he did not like that I just moved that bed. Thank you for helping bring comfort and humor and all this craziness. You're very welcome. My pleasure. His name is just Biggie, but Biggie Smalls, Big Oltini, Biglet, Biggs, Bigums, Lord Bigleton the 7th, things like that. I'm dying to know what shoes Kamala should wear in her neck next to her continue her wokeness. She's probably gonna wear Vans. How much you want to bet? I hope she wears Crocs. I know, that's what I really hope. Who is Fly Prince? Oh shit, Nick DeFlip. yo, DeFlip, what's good, bro? Holy shit. That's so funny. I've known that dude since I was in fucking elementary school. What's going on, Nick? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for coming in here, man. Yeah, he is old. He's 14. He's 14. He turns 15 on October 25th, so his 15th birthday is in a month. Crazy. Peter Schiff is awesome. Any other recommendations? Okay. Yes. Peter Schiff. Louder with Crowder, Steven Crowder. The Ben Shapiro Show. Daily Wire. Andrew Clavin was pretty fucking funny. Luke Rudkowski, wearechange.org. Luke We Are Change. Follow him on YouTube. Luke We Are Change. Also, there's another guy that I have forgotten to mention that is fucking awesome. On YouTube, his handle is Don't Walk Run Productions. Don't Walk Run Productions. I love this dude. His name is Andrew. He's a political cat. He's got some really, 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 really good, well thought out, well researched videos. 370,000 subscribers on YouTube. This dude is really good. Highly suggest Don't Walk Run Productions. Check him out on YouTube. That guy's awesome. Hodge Twins are cool. I enjoy the Hodge Twins. I think those guys are awesome. I haven't gone tremendously deep into their content, but they do have a lot of good stuff. The Truth Factory on YouTube. The Truth Factory. Highly recommend The Truth Factory. A lot of really interesting stuff there. Her icon is like a cat. She's a little bit more on what I guess you could dub the conspiracy side of things, but she's got a lot of really good points. We Are Change, definitely on YouTube. The Ron Paul Liberty Report. Highly suggest the Ron Paul Liberty Report. Lots of good stuff going on there. Those are like my primary YouTube subscriptions. Those are the main things that I listen to. I think Candace Owens is brilliant. I think that Blaze TV and a lot of those are pretty good. I'm going to check out my YouTube channel right now and see what other subscriptions I have to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. If you want a good laugh, I highly suggest Tuesdays with Stories. Mark Normand and Joe List. Mark Normand is probably my favorite comedian right now, other than like Sebastian Maniscalco. I think Mark Normand is fucking hilarious. Highly recommend you go follow Mark Normand on YouTube if you don't already know who he is. And Tuesdays with Stories podcast is hilarious. Super, super funny. Of course, I gotta shout out the homies that have gotten me on podcasts so far. John Bartolo, the John Bartolo Show. Check him out. Follow John Bartolo on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and the Deviant Gentleman Podcast. You can follow them on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts as well. Lewis Howes has a lot of good motivational content. I think Andy Frisella has a lot of really good content. Highly recommend Andy Frisella. There's a really cool YouTube channel for financial stuff called Financial Education with this dude, Jeremy. Some pretty good stuff on financial education. Slightly Offensive is another YouTube channel that's got some pretty good stuff. Let's see. Who else do I got on here? Obviously, Tony Robbins knows what's up. For any dudes, if any dudes are looking for some good content, there's this guy named Coach Corey Wayne. Got some really good advice on how to be a fucking alpha male and not a fucking beta cuck lefty gubernatorial. Coach Corey Wayne, that guy's got some good shit. There's a really cool YouTube channel called Slide Bean. Slide Bean is pretty awesome. I would highly suggest you check out Slide Bean. A lot of cool stuff there. Let's see. Double Line Capital with Jeffrey Gundlach is really interesting. Jeffrey Gundlach is a really well-known and highly respected financial economy cat. He's got some good stuff. Let's see, what else we got? Gary Vee, obviously. I mean, everybody knows Gary Vee. He's got a lot of good stuff going on. What's it called? There's another one. I think that I'm forgetting it right now, but Project Life Mastery. That's another really good YouTube channel. Project Life Mastery, good entrepreneurial, motivational type stuff. He convinced me to buy a trampoline, like a mini trampoline, and jump on a trampoline. That's another cool channel. There's a lot of good stuff going on there. I highly would recommend for any musical people, Circle is the shit, the absolute shit. If you like dance music, fucking hell, Circle, Cercle, Circle, the most fire of all fire. Circle, follow them on YouTube. Holy hell, the music that they play in the coolest places. Circle is the coolest shit. Circle, follow Circle. Holy hell, super, super cool. I would highly recommend that. Other than that, I don't have any other. I like investing in websites. I'm a website investor. So I like Empire Flippers is a big website selling whatever. And Empire Flippers has some pretty good stuff on YouTube if anybody's curious in that realm, as it were. I don't have any other ones that I follow. I follow that's pretty much the majority of the ones that I follow. Yeah. Can you list your faves on a story, please? If you go to my YouTube channel, if you go to the Bobby Sausalito YouTube channel, on the right side it has featured channels, and all these channels that I just mentioned are already in there. So go follow me on YouTube. If you guys have not already, please go follow me on YouTube, and please go follow me on Facebook. Please go follow me on Facebook and YouTube. It means a lot. Please go do that. I have to build those accounts there, and I'm distributing everything in as many places as I can. So please go follow me on those two platforms as well. If you would not mind, I would very much appreciate it. Mark Norman is the go. I love Mark Norman. Hilarious. So much good stuff. Yeah, please go follow me on YouTube. And if you need the links, just go to bobbysausalito.com. bobbysausalito.com. And you got my my YouTube is there, my Instagram is there, and my Facebook link is there, as well as my email, woke@bobbysausalito.com. If you ever want to email me or send me anything, send it to woke@bobbysausalito.com. Scorepab86, can you save this live? Yeah, I'm going to post the whole live. It's almost 2 hours. It's actually it's 2 full hours now. So I will save this. It's 11:40 p.m. here. So, I really appreciate it, guys. 58 people made it to the end. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Thank you for sharing all of my videos. Thank you for posting them to your stories. I appreciate that so much. You guys are making this happen. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this and for sharing my content, tagging your friends. I appreciate it so much. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the DMs. And just thank you for all the love. I appreciate it so much. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you. Have a good night. I appreciate it so much. I'm going to keep hitting. Please share all the videos. Go back and rewatch them. Share them to your story. Go back and find a video on my page that you like and post it to your story. I really appreciate that so much. And if you're going to repost my story, here's another little tidbit. If you repost my story, man, I fucking appreciate that so much. But if you put some crazy icons, you write a message of why you think it's great, you write something unique that people would be interested in seeing other than just a repost or a heart or a laughing face, it has a much higher likelihood of me sharing it and a much higher likelihood of other people being interested in it. So if you want to repost and get me to repost on your page, add a message, add something that you liked about it, add a quote that you thought was funny, add some icons, add some moving shit. Go follow Fit Little Me Seek. She's cool as fuck. She's been supporting me big time. I appreciate her, and I appreciate all you guys so much. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you for reposting to your stories. Fucking love you guys so much. Thank you. And I'm going to do the best that I can to keep hitting. And as long as you guys are loving it and showing me the love, I'm going to work my fucking balls off to keep doing this and help keep making this grow and support you guys with all the laughs. So thank you guys so much. Please follow me, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, repost my videos, tag them, tag your friends, share it. I love you guys so much. Have a good night, everybody. Peace. Peace out, YouTube. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you guys so much.